Hello everyone, welcome to ReaLab. In the last episode, we conducted a detailed test on Huawei FreeClip and compared it with 5 other similarly priced OWS earphones. In this episode, we have expanded the total number of products and tested 16 different models, including the newly released Xiaomi Open Earbuds. We have also added more tests to provide a comprehensive reference for those looking to purchase OWS earphones. This video is also not affiliated. As you can see in the title, instead of what to buy, we are focusing on what to skip. The first discouragement aspect is comfort. Comfort is a major reason why many consumers choose OWS earphones. But are OWS earphones necessarily comfortable? Not really. Compared to in-ear headphones, OWS headphones do not block and press the ear canal, which makes them less likely to cause bacteria growth, inflammation, or allergies. They are better for ear health. However, they still need to contact the external ear, taking up the space of eyeglass arms. Therefore, we measured the weight of a single earbud for all 16 OWS earphones to compare the pressure they put on the ear pinna. Due to their smaller size, the 4 products that are ear clips are much lighter, since earhook-style earphones distribute the weight over the entire ear. Heavier weight doesn't always mean discomfort. After trying so many OWS products, the feature that is most related to the comfort of the earphones is softness. If the ear hook or ear clip part is too hard, it cannot fit well to the curve of the ear pinna, turning surface support or line support into point support, which increases the pressure on the skin during contact with the earphone. During exercise, the hard parts might shake back and forth, causing friction on the skin. To better demonstrate this difference, we used a tension meter to measure the spread of the ear hooks or ear clips of these OWS headphones under the same tension. Take a look at this chart. One thing to note is that the JBL Soundgear Sense's ear hooks are not included in this test, as they can rotate on 2 axes, making them adjustable. We give a thumbs up to this ear hook design. First, we have to mention the Liberfeel Open Ring, whose ear clip material is the same as its outer shell, which is plastic, making it very hard. It is so hard that wearing it with one hand is difficult and requires the other hand to pull up the ear. Next is Oladance OWS Pro, which is somewhat disappointing. Although its design is beautiful and it has a great quality, but it is hard, slippery, and not light enough, making it prone to shaking on everyone's ears in our lab. Another one to critique is the Clear ARC2 Music Edition. Due to the large size of its sound unit, it hurts when placed in the ear concha. If not placed inside, it loses bass and shakes easily. We also have to praise some products, besides the JBL Soundgear Sense's adjustable ear hooks. Also, we like Shock's Open Fit, Nanko E Mix, Huawei FreeClip, and Bose Ultra Open Earbuds. These 4 models were unanimously recognized by ReaLab companions for being light and soft, causing no significant discomfort even with prolonged use. Of course, comfort cannot be completely quantified. Those experiences represent our lab companions' feedback. We still recommend that you try on the earbuds before purchasing. The second discouragement aspect is latency. In the last episode, we tested the latency of Huawei FreeClip paired with Mate 60 Pro in 3 games: Banji Dream, PUBG Mobile, and Genshin Impact. Considering potential software updates and optimizations, we retested Huawei FreeClip and added latency tests for the remaining 15 earphones. These 15 earphones were paired with the Xiaomi 14 Ultra, as Xiaomi supports a wide range of Bluetooth codecs. From this set of results, it is evident that the overall latency level of the OWS products is quite concerning. A few that performed reasonably well, such as the Monster Air Mars XK007 and Snag Z50S Pro Max. They achieved low latency by sacrificing sound quality using the SBC codec. In the previous episode, we mentioned that Huawei FreeClip's latency performance was pretty average and needed improvement, but compared to others, it seems quite good, thanks to its competitors. Why is this the case? Most OWS headphones are not made by phone brands, so they do not receive specific latency optimizations. Only Huawei FreeClip and Xiaomi Open Earbuds receive such support. Codecs like aptX Adaptive, which offer low latency without sacrificing sound quality and are compatible with most Qualcomm processor phones, require specific Bluetooth SoC, like the 2nd generation S5 platform used by Bose Ultra Open Earbuds. Of course, Bose is also the most expensive one. Using better chip solutions is expected. However, compared to the already highly competitive in-ear true wireless stereo market, the profit margin for OWS is still quite appealing. So these products mostly support only AAC, old aptX, or even SBC codecs. Why can't they afford better chip solutions? It shows that the OWS category still needs more competition. We look forward to more phone manufacturers entering this market. But until then, most OWS earphones may still have noticeable audio-video desynchronization in games or videos. Choose carefully if you have high latency requirements. The third discouragement aspect is sound quality. First, let's look at the total harmonic distortion. The shape of OWS leads to significant low-frequency leakage. Manufacturers generally use virtual bass enhancement algorithms to compensate for this, increasing harmonics and resulting in low-frequency THD that are not so impressive. Specifically, the LibrFeel Open Ring has high THD in both low and mid frequencies. Xiaomi Open Earbuds also have issues. The THD data shows that its virtual bass enhancement is overly aggressive. While this approach compensates for the inherent low-frequency weakness of OWS, however, its low-frequency clarity won't be anywhere near great due to its significantly increased THD. More notably, with high volumes, this aggressive bass boost can trigger the BES chips compression algorithm. This results in the bass coming in and causing the sound in other frequencies to immediately decrease. When the bass recedes, the compression is lifted and the sound in other frequencies rises again. If the music has bass elements throughout, such as this is manageable. However, most music features emotional variations, with the bass often fluctuating, sometimes strong and sometimes absent. This causes other elements in the music, like vocals, mid-range, or high-pitched instruments, to fluctuate with the bass. The singer may sound subdued at one moment and then suddenly become powerful and intense for no reason. This kind of experience is not enjoyable for us. Next, let's look at the frequency response of these earphones. Since the frequency response of OWS varies at different sound pressure levels, we tested at both 94 decibels at 1 kHz and 85 decibels at 1 kHz. The open design of OWS makes it difficult for the bass to reach the ideal depth. However, among the options, JBL Soundgear Sense and Baseus Eli Sport 1 stand out with relatively smooth bass attenuation, achieving better depth compared to other OWS models. Their difference in bass at different sound pressure levels is also minimal, meaning that increasing the volume doesn't significantly reduce the bass. This is largely due to their design, which allows the sound outlet to be positioned closer to the ear canal. When it comes to high frequencies, the only product that can be considered excellent is still Huawei FreeClip. Smooth high frequencies result in a more fluid listening experience. Among these 15 OWS models, 8 of them use AAC codec, which cuts off frequencies above 16 kHz when connected to Android devices, meaning the ultra-high frequencies won't be fully preserved. But even with AAC, it's still better than the SBC codec. The products that particularly disappointed us in terms of frequency response are LibrFeel Open Ring and Sanag Z50S Pro Max. Low frequency is a weak point for clip-on designs. In the previous review, we mentioned that the low frequencies of Huawei FreeClip were relatively weak, but compared to these two, it's still much better. Let's talk about Bose Ultra Open Earbuds. They're really something special. As a clip-on OWS, their low frequency response is quite impressive. When you increase the volume, we can sense relatively more low mids. How did they manage to achieve that? With other OWS earbuds, the higher the volume, the less bass we feel relatively. This is because while the sound pressure level of other frequencies rises, the bass can't keep up due to leakage. But what if I set a limit to other frequencies that might prevent them from increasing volume? Wouldn't that allow the bass to catch up? Exactly. That's Bose's approach, and that's quite impressive. No matter how you adjust the settings, the Bose Ultra Open Earbuds can only reach 90 decibels at 1 kHz. The more you increase the volume to the max, it will only boost the low frequencies. The advantage of this is that it helps address the issue of insufficient low frequencies in clip-on OWSs, while also serving as a hearing protection. However, the downside is also quite obvious. These earbuds aren't loud enough, and the dynamic range is significantly limited. This issue becomes particularly noticeable when listening to music with low recording levels, or listening in noisy environments. This brings us to yet another issue with OWS: hearing protection. Doesn't that sound a bit counterintuitive? After all, OWS should be beneficial for ear health, right? Hold on, let's first listen to some audio clips. This recording was made in the ReaLab's anechoic chamber, simulating the noisy environment on the subway. Do you think the sound from the earbuds is still clear in this setting? Obviously it's not, yet we've already maxed out the volume. So could it be that these earbuds just aren't loud enough? We tested their maximum sound pressure level when playing 0 dBFS white noise at full volume. As you can see, except for Bose, all of them exceed 100 decibels, which is comparable to many in-ear TWS earbuds. However, in-ear TWS earbuds don't have this issue because they have noise canceling, whether it's passive noise isolation or combined with active noise cancellation. If you're in a high noise environment, then OWS earbuds offer no noise protection. Users might increase the volume to hear them clearly without notice, which raises the risk of hearing damage. Unfortunately, even at higher volumes, you might still struggle to hear. So while OWS earbuds are beneficial for your ear canal health, using them in noisy environments is detrimental to your hearing health. Many brands emphasize the former, but almost all of them remain silent on the latter. Ear canal health and hearing health are different, so make sure not to confuse them. I bet some of you might say, doesn't the Xiaomi OWS have active noise cancellation? Unfortunately, our test shows that its active noise cancellation really struggled to work consistently, which is why Xiaomi has labeled it as a lab feature. Of course, this isn't Xiaomi's fault. The open design of OWS makes it difficult to achieve noise cancellation effectively. The open design not only allows external noise to enter, but also causes the sound to leak out. We tested the sound leakage attenuation of these 16 OWS models at 2 distances with 85 decibels of white noise. One at 20 centimeters, which is similar to the crowded conditions of a subway, and the other at 1 meter, comparable to environments like offices, libraries, or study rooms. In terms of sound leakage suppression, iFlyBuds Air by iFlyTech, AirMars XKO07 by Monster, and AeroFit Pro by Soundcore stand out from the rest. But the other products aren't far behind either. At a distance of 20 centimeters, at least they will achieve over 40 decibels of attenuation, which will ensure that people around you won't overhear your audio. At a distance of 1 meter, these OWS products also achieve attenuation at around 50 to 60 decibels, which should generally prevent disturbance to coworkers in the office. However, in very quiet environments like libraries or study rooms, where the human ear becomes particularly sensitive to small noises, we do not recommend using OWS in such settings. After pointing out so many flaws, does OWS have any advantages at all? Of course it does. Besides the comfort of open-ear design, OWS earphones generally have good battery life. We tested the single-use battery life of these 16 OWS earphones by playing white noise at 85 decibels. The data clearly shows that most OWS earphones can provide enough battery life to last through an entire day, and some may even far exceed that. The reason is simple. The form allows for larger battery capacities, and there are no power-hungry features like active noise cancellation. After conducting such an in-depth test, we're pretty sure that everyone now understands that the OWS earphones have some common issues. These issues are inherently tied to OWS's form factor. For example, the relatively weak bass, inability to block high-intensity noise, unsuitability for calls in noisy environments, and the inevitable sound leakage. These are the necessary trade-offs you make when opting for an open wearing experience. And then there are other issues, such as poor latency. Some of them are very uncomfortable to wear. and the lack of high-value options. These problems arise because OWS products haven't been around long enough, and market competition isn't fully developed yet. For brands transitioning from TWS or bone conduction earphones, OWS still appears to be a more profitable category. ReaLab doesn't discourage purchasing OWS earphones. We're simply approaching this from the consumer's perspective, believing that everyone has the right to be informed. You should be aware of not only the advantages promoted by the brands, but also the potential shortcomings that you might not know about. After thorough research, if you decide that you genuinely need a pair of OWS earphones, we recommend choosing products that don't have significant drawbacks. Ideally, these should have major strengths in certain areas and be within your acceptable budget range. For example, products like Huawei FreeClip, which we recommended in our previous review, or Shox OpenFit, known for its excellent comfort. Additionally, JBL Soundgear Sense with its rich bass and cleverly designed ear hooks. Also, Baseus Eli Sport One, which offers a well-rounded experience at an attractive price. Currently, many people are interested in Xiaomi Open Earbuds. Apart from the issues caused by the virtual bass enhancement algorithm, the earphones performed well in other aspects. If Xiaomi can optimize the low-frequency enhancement in future iterations, it could be close to perfect. Or, if you have no budget constraints, Bose Ultra Open Earbuds, which excel in comfort, sound quality, and latency, is also worth considering. That wraps up our comparisons of OWS earphones at ReaLab. Special thanks to GRAS for their equipment support. Which audio performance tests will we bring next? If you're interested in ReaLab's upcoming content, be sure to subscribe, like, and share. It means a lot to us. This is ReaLab Real Laboratory. See you next time.